Good morning. Oh, big stretch. Oh, look at that handsome face. Hello, good morning. I'm getting started on my resolutions early this year. So Sundays, I want to be more self-care based. I just don't think that I took enough time this last year, especially over the fall. Everything got so busy. So I'm going to focus in on that today. Today's like a perfect day for it because it's twilight weather outside. I'm also still kind of stuffy from like a sinus infection this week. Dishes are done, groceries are put away. I still have some tidying that I need to do in the kitchen, but I want to do my meal prep first so that way I'm not doing double duty on that. So I'm going to go ahead and get some editing done. So projects that I'm working on this weekend are a newborn session, which is not something that I typically do anymore. I used to do a lot of like newborn family things like that. But this was for a friend, so I'm working on getting that done and delivered to them. And then the other project that I've been working on is content creation for Triple H Transmission. On that note, let's go ahead and get started on editing. So I am finally getting started on meal prepping. I am running behind on schedule. I forgot that I was going to be shooting a video for basically my intro into the vlog, so that took much longer than I expected. It is now 10 o'clock, so thankfully I picked a lot of options that are very minimal cooking. I'm doing the stereotypical trying to read a book in a month. No, one book every month for one of my resolutions. So I had reached out to my cousin to see about what book she recommended, and this was the one that she said to start with. It's been years since I've read a book, but I used to be a big reader back in high school. I was big on Nicholas Sparks. If that tells you anything and you have any suggestions, shoot them my way. And I also got some shower steamers as well. I was really hoping that these were going to be in time for today. These are pretty much for my self-care Sunday days. So it's eucalyptus and mint. Me just getting over my sinus stuff, I was really hoping that it was going to be here. But, you know, maybe I'll do a little extra special treat to myself sometime this week since it wasn't here for today. So it is Tuesday. I am heading to yoga at my work. We offer it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I was going usually 2 to, if not all 3 days. And I've gotten out of it because we just got really, really slammed in the office. Now I'm trying to get back to it, so here we go. So I just got home from work. Somebody wants to say hello. Anyways, I just got home from work a little bit ago. Honestly, running later than what I intended to. Story of my life. Something that you should know about me is I am what I like to think of as a time optimist. Meaning that I just tend to think that I have more time than what I actually do. Yeah. Some may call it running late. I call it being optimistic and looking on the bright side. I almost forgot I got a delivery today, and I'm so excited for this. The big ass calendar. What? I'm so excited. If you know me, you know I love planners, I love notebooks, I love any kind of office supply that you can think of. So when I saw these, I really debated on getting it. And then I was like, you know what? I think I have to have it. Oh, my Lanta. This is so cool. It shows you every single day for the entire year. Alright, that is a big ass calendar. Look at that, dude. This thing's freaking huge. You know, 90% of the time, I'm perfectly happy being an independent woman. But it's times like this that I'm like, it'd be okay to have a tall man around. I'm just a girl. I'll figure this out. Stay tuned. I did it! Independent woman for the win. Woo! We love to see it. Now let's fill those dates. Alright, so I'm finally getting to the fun stuff of getting to edit, and I'm going to work on this newborn session tonight. I'm going to do that. Actually, I think I'm going to refill my Coke Zero, and then I'm going to get started in editing. Hello and good evening. Happy New Year, or I guess New Year's Eve. It's not quite the New Year just yet, but it has been a very long day today. I got off work this evening and then went to Walmart to get some snack stuff, so I'm actually staying in this year for New Year's and just have my mom and her sisters and my uncle coming over tonight, so just doing like a little shindig here at the house, so nothing too crazy. Gonna play some board games and do some karaoke probably. I'm like, oh,
Watch where you're going.
Happy New Year, everyone. We are just having a nice little lazy day and just getting our little snuggles in. We've got Dean right here too. Today is actually my 7-year pup-iversary with Dean, so I want to make sure that we get all the snuggles in today, and of course, sister's got to have some attention too, so we are cuddled up on the couch watching Supernatural, which only makes sense because, I mean, that's where I got the name for Dean, so isn't that right, Bubba? Cannot be bothered. So today I'm going to work on editing the first video for the vlog, and that'll be like the initial welcome one, and so that way we can go ahead and get that posted. So let's go. It is 6:30 in the evening, and I may or may not have just went and drank a
5 hour, so that way I can power through and finish out on the editing of this, because every fiber of my being right now wants to be on the couch and be a potato, cuddled up with my dogs. I am having to push through so that way I can go ahead and get this video done and out. Trying to hold myself accountable and getting it done like I planned to. That 5 hour energy I had earlier, like, really did the trick. I got the intro video all pieced together. So I do have some final touches to go in and do, like, color editing wise. But because this is my first vlog that I'm piecing together, I'm getting a rough draft sent over to my friend Cray. He is like my go-to marketing buddy, and he's like the best person for me to like bounce ideas off of whenever it comes to the music scene, because he's been in it for a while. So he's been a big support for me over time. So I am getting that over to him for a little overview, see how that goes. And I have not had anything to eat today other than chips and dip and a piece of cookie cake. So I am gonna go have my pasta that I meal prepped this week, so that way I can at least say I had something somewhat healthy today, and get some nutrients in my body. And then that way my body's thanking me tomorrow for that. And I also just want to have some time to be crafty, so I'm going to call it a night as far as editing goes, because it's already almost 9:30. So I'm going to open up my cross-stitching little project once I get done with dinner, and do that for a little bit before I go to bed and read. Okay, so while I've got the chicken in the air fryer, I figured I'd go ahead and open my little cross-stitch project. So this is the one that I got. It comes with the loop and everything, and the colors that are needed for it. So should be a fun little project, just kind of start getting back into crafting. Happy Thursday, everybody. So today got kind of off to a good start in the very beginning. So I get ready, I tidy up the kitchen, I pack my lunch, I drop off trash, make it to work like actually on time, and I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. And then I go to grab my backpack and my lunch pail out of the car and realized I forgot my lunch sitting on the kitchen counter. There goes my meal plan for the day. The rest of the day was pretty decent. Now, I just got home a little bit ago. So yeah, so after I get done tidying tonight, gonna edit, gonna finish editing out the intro video. So that way we have that ready to post, because I think I'm gonna be ready on that one for this weekend is my goal, to have that done. So I'm gonna hold myself accountable to that, cranking it out tonight. Currently editing the audio for the intro video, and I hope for all of our sake that I figure out how to remove Amy's snores from the background. I'm hoping that with some vocal enhancers that it will at least just boost up my talking voice enough that it will drown out her snores in the background enough. But if not, I am so sorry, but I promise you a look into my life and you're getting it. Hello and good morning. It's Saturday. I really didn't film much yesterday. I was pretty tired. Honestly, with like getting started on this, I've been struggling with low storage on my phone. So I've been having to go through and filter through a bunch of things, and found some old screenshots that honestly kind of hurt my feelings, and which I deleted a long time ago. So I just wasn't really in the filming mood last night, and so I had some retail therapy instead. I'm very specific about what I want my planners to be like and what I want them to look like and what I want in them. I started searching for planners in like October, and I found the perfect one after like a month of searching. I debated on it and debated on it and debated on it, and didn't decide until the end of November that I wanted to get it. And of course, then it went on sale with Black Friday. It was sold out. So I reached out to the company about restocks and trying to figure out when it was going to get restocked. They said they weren't restocking it. I finally just decided to go ahead and do the digital version for my iPads. That way I had everything that I was wanting in it. Also bought an Apple Pen. Another thing that I've been tossing around the idea on was kind of starting maybe some design stuff. So, and just kind of dabbling my hand in it, maybe not offering that just because I have no experience in graphic design. So probably not going to be something that I offer through Redbird, but maybe just something that I can kind of play around with for fun. One thing I did want to talk about too is Metrical, which is this software that I just started using this week. So I can't wait to share how the next month goes with it. But basically what it is a marketing tool that I can use for social media. What's cool about it is you can set it up for multiple brands, so I can do it for my own while I'm also setting it up for clients as well. Basically what it does is not only is it a planner for you to schedule out your social postings, but it also is analytics as well. Your views, your likes, it even tells you whenever you're setting up your calendar what times and what days work the best for each social media platform. That's something that I'm really looking forward to getting started in this new year. So something that I did with my New Year's resolutions is I blocked off time for each day. I give myself a daily schedule of what I need to focus in on what times, because it helps me stay more on track and make sure that I'm not bouncing from one project to the next or spending too much time on one thing when I could be doing another, whatever it may be. So I am trying to be more proactive in my time management this year and focusing in on how to balance out all of the things. Today my goal is to get done with the YouTube video. Let's get to it. All right, now this is a perfect example of why we should always listen back through the full audio and never fully trust the computer to know what editing is supposed to be right. 2022. And I'm sorry. Can we throw the playback? 2022. I did not make that sound. That sound has never come out of my body. That was Amy, for the record. Find the portion of the video that you want to put the note in. And command click. It's that easy. Find the other end of it. Ta-da. All right, so now what we want to do is come on just the other side of each of those. Here and here. And then drag that completely down like so. And one more time. 2. And it just sounds like a small little blip in the background noise. So if you have a longer stint in a scene that is muted down like that and you need to fill it in so that way it flows a little bit better, that part I'm not really too concerned about because it's like so tiny. I'm the only person that's going to notice, and now you, because now you know. So if you're going to have a larger portion than that, then it's important to get ambient sound of the room that you're recording in. That way you can go ahead and layer that underneath, and then that way if there's any gaps in the audio like that, then it sounds very cohesive and all the way through. Especially if you're doing interviews, it's really important in that case as well. Upon further investigation, it's Amy. I should know. It was Amy Stolen in the background. It paused pauses just enough in my speaking that it picks up her snore in the background and enhances that. Which means it's probably happening in this video as I speak.
So I got done with editing the intro vlog last night, and then about 10-11 o'clock last night we went to bed, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna read a couple chapters, and I ended up finishing the book last night. I just read straight through, and then when I finished I was like, oh, it's probably like 1-ish, and I looked at my phone and it was 2:45. It was a great book. And I can't believe I already read it. It was supposed to last me the whole month, and I'm already through it. Guess I'm going to be on the hunt to find something new to be reading for the rest of the month. Alright, so I spent a few hours with my family today, and then came home, finished up on some laundry, and then me and the pups took a nap together. Now I'm getting ready to get started on some meal prepping for the week. So my mom brought me these cute little ornaments that a friend of hers from work made. So we've got some cute little stockings that I can put on my tree next year. So just so you guys know, I do Holly Dolly Christmas, obviously. To go with the little stockings, she also made these cute little pink mailboxes, which is perfect for my house. So I'm so excited to put these on the tree next year. Also, I had texted my cousin this morning to tell her that I had finished Verity at 3 a.m. this morning, and that I was like, man, like, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the month. You know, that was supposed to last me the whole time. Her being the amazing person that she is, brought not one, but 3 new books for me to read. It's hard enough to keep yourself accountable whenever it comes to your own personal goals, but whenever you're self-employed plus working full-time, I feel like it's even more difficult to keep yourself accountable. I have so many aspirations for Redbird, and I see so much potential there, and so I really want this year to be a year of intent and making that extra effort. I'm kind of using this as a way to keep myself accountable as well, and a way to keep myself on track with what my goals are. That way I am publicly saying, hey, these are the things that I've accomplished, and these are the things that I need to work on. So today is technically Monday. We're gonna look past that because I realized that I didn't finish filming the recap and the closeout last night like I intended to for this episode. So don't at me whenever you watch next week's episode and you realize I'm wearing the same outfit. So this is a learning process. We listen and we don't judge. A few things that I learned this week on my first week vlogging. Number 1, never enough storage space on your phone, ever. I have reshot and re-said the same things so many times this last week. I feel like I'm going bonkers. I deleted screenshots, I deleted memes, I deleted like random videos, duplicates I didn't realize I had. So many things that I cleared through my phone. And I still have more to go through. I think I only got through like maybe 2018 or like partially into 2018. That was like 5 years ago. Oh my god. That was 5 years ago. Okay, moving on. I digress. Second thing that I learned, you don't have to have a video of everything or the whole thing. So just short little clips is just enough for B-roll. That's something that I should have known from video things that I've done previously and that I do all the time. But for whatever reason, I felt like I needed to get the full aura of whatever it was that I was doing. Is aura even the right word? I don't know. We're moving on. 3, it became weirdly comfortable talking to a phone. The first couple of days was a little awkward. And now I'm at the point where I feel like any of my internal monologue just comes out. That has me doing some editing, but what I'm here to do. I do think I have some growing pains, and definitely I can do way better. Like I said, it's growing pains. It's figuring things out and what works and what doesn't. So I'm looking forward to how these next few weeks go, and then I can look back at, when I'm in week 10, looking back at week 1 and being like, man, I thought that was good. I'm excited to see what the rest of this month brings, and I already have really good feelings about this next year, which is a feeling I haven't had in a little while. I do think that this year is meant for intentional movement and just making things happen. And so I think I'm already starting to see fragments of that and see things starting to move in a direction that's going to be really beneficial for me in my life and the goals that I have for myself. And so I'm just really excited to see how the next month and really the next year as a whole plays out. I appreciate you guys tuning in and just wanting to know a little bit more about my journey and how things go behind Redbird. I appreciate the support. I'll see you guys next week.